Hey, aloha everyone. Michelle Melendez with Blossom Inner Wellness and StandTogetherHawaii.com. And today I'm here with Maka Gallinger, who is an amazing musician here on the Big Island. Oh my gosh, if you have not heard her song, I and the Aina means land, are not for sale. I'm going to put the link in the description. You've got to check it out. It's got tons of views, over 15,000 views. It's an amazing song. But what's really funny is that yesterday I went to a farmer's market and she was actually playing. We hadn't met yet, and she was this musician, which was her playing, and I'm listening to this song and I'm like, wow, this is a great song, and the lyrics were so incredible, and I was loving it. And then come to find out, she's the one I'm interviewing today. My sister got us together by a miracle of God. So Maka, I just want to say much mahalo for joining me.
Mahalo, Michelle, for your work and for this time. Um, I've been here. I'm born and raised here in Hawaii, and I'm actually raised up in South Kona, Kukui Opai, on my ancestral lands. And not until the last several years have I really felt the push and the importance of becoming just more involved in the community and what's going on, and fighting for my kids so that they will
Yeah.
have a place here, and for all of our children and their children. And it is our kuleana, our responsibility to continue this work that has already begun many, 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 many generations before. And, I really feel like in this time that we're in now, a lot of us are just consumed with our daily lives
Yeah.
and with the system that is in place that keeps us locked in and busy with work, busy
Yeah.
work and making money.
You know what? That is so true. And that's by design. Because if you are struggling to put food on the table for your keiki, then you're not going to be looking at the Hawaii Big Island General Plan and what is planned for Big Island and for other islands, for other places, even on the mainland. So I just want to say really quickly to everybody watching around the world, look at your own general plan. And I did a video earlier this morning. I'm going to put that one up. So just check the videos, click on my link on videos and look at that one. It'll tell you how you can find your general plan and also how you can find the different words like stakeholder, which is written in Big Island General Plan 26 times. The word homeowner on Big Island General Plan is written 0 times. The word cluster, which means they want dense populations. They want to take people out of the rural areas, which I live on a farm, and they want to cluster us and get us on top of each other for environmental protection. They want to protect, they're saying this is going to protect the environment. So when I'm saying this, Maka, what is coming up for you? Because I know that you've been you've lived on this island. You know it better than I do. My family's been here for 30 years, but I just got here about 6 years ago, and I love it. I definitely my home. But what comes up for you when I'm saying this about the general plan?
Oh, it upsets me. It really upsets me because um, truly what our people and the Hawaiian kingdom, what it was based off of, was our Hawaiian state motto, which is Ua mau ke ea o ka aina I ka pono. The life of the land is perpetuated, it continues, it thrives in righteousness. Aloha Aina, love, to love and care for the land. Aloha ke kahi I ke kahi, to love one another. And aloha ke akua, to love God, our creator.
Mhm.
And this system that is in place now does not do any of that.
No.
It does not. It does not serve the Kanaka. It does not serve the land, and
Right.
it does not serve our creator. It is not pono. And, we are called to malama, to care for, to preserve, and to protect. And, if we don't take back our governance, they will govern us. And that's what
Mhm.
we're seeing right now. And so this is a kahea, this is a call. And I'm speaking to all my native people, and for so long, I never get involved in politics because we hate the system. I've been getting more involved in community meetings, and it's so frustrating because number one, they don't make it easy for you to get involved. The information is not out there. And when you go there, the last meeting that I went to last week in Kealakekua, they couldn't even properly hold the meeting because a bunch of their forum did not show up. and there were 4 other people that showed up to that meeting. I brought my family. There were 6 of us. Besides us, there were 4 other people, all kupuna, all elders that showed up. And I just really, really want to encourage our people on the island here. We got to show up. We have to get involved, and we got to huli the system. We got to huli the system, but it takes all of us.
Absolutely, absolutely. And my sister was there, and that's the only reason that I'm doing this interview, because she was like, "You've got to, you got to meet me, Maka." So, because yes, she was there in Kealakekua. I believe that was the one with the was that the one with the mayors, the 2 mayors doing the debate?
No,
Oh, it was a
no,
different one. Okay, this is a different
one,
one.
but yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, she was at the one with the mayor. Okay, good. So the other things I want to share with you about this general plan. So you watching, I'm putting the link in the description of how you can testify. Testimony is due September 26th. That's this Thursday on this Hawaii general plan. And all you have to do is send 1 email. I'm going to put that in the description. And I'm also putting the PDF, a document that 5 of us have been working on. It's a 255-page document, and 5 of us have been working on it for this past week, and we have redesigned it. We have added in words and taken out words, and so all we're doing is asking people, look through it. Everything in red is what we've edited. Everything highlighted in yellow is what we want removed. Everything highlighted in pink is what we're concerned about, our comments. So we're trying to make it really easy for people to understand what this is, because what it literally says is more regulations. They want to regulate us to death. They want to add permits, the whole environmental protection. And you are so right when you say we need to protect, but we need to do it in a way that moves us forward and not binds the people and regulates us to death with these permits, fines that they want to put on us. And they're saying that they also want to do create buffer zones, which means they want to take people out of certain areas, certain natural areas, and just leave it for nature with no, this is not just Big Island, everybody. This is the United States. And I'm just going to do a quick screen share and show you guys the map that's planned for the United States. And let me get it here. For the United States. Now, they don't have a plan like this for Big Island because this wasn't created for Big Island, but this is the United States. Simulated reserve corridor system to protect biodiversity. Everything in red is little to no human use, you guys. This is the United States corporation, the continent, the mainland, I should say. Everything in red, they want little to no human. My hometown is in the red zone. This is where Chico, California is currently. What is the fire that just happened? That's now the 7th largest fire in history, in the United States history, is right here in this red zone. They don't want people in the red zone. Buffer zone, which we on Big Island in our general plan says buffer zones. Highly regulated, which means there's going to be, which is already in Lahaina. Lahaina is still closed down after a year. They don't let people in. They literally say when they stop you, no pictures, no video. Why is that? After a year after the burn, and so this is also what they want. Normal use is in green. You can barely see where the green is. And then military zones is in gray. But I just wanted to show the mainland people I'm talking about the Hawaii Big Island General Plan, but this general plan is coming for you too. And again, the other video shares how to find it and what to do. But our general plan literally says they're going to move us out of these rural areas. And what I love about you, Maka, is that you have a voice that people will listen to. You know, I'm a Wahine and I've Haole, and so I've been doing my best here, and I love this island, but I'm not a native here, and I just love and so much. You are literally an answered prayer to being on this and being able so people can hear from a native Hawaiian of somebody who's speaking up and speaking out. And I just want to say so much mahalo for that.
Oh, thank you, Michelle, for doing all of this legwork, going through that big, ridiculous general plan pamphlet. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. And, we all have our part, and that's what we're accountable for, whatever that part is. But we all have a voice, and we got to use it. And you know, just a little bit more on my homestead land that was given to us by the Queen, to my family.
That's right.
And for many generations, we have been there. And I
Wow.
am now, you know, I've always homeschooled my 4 kids, and we homestead, we plant food. You know, we just had that ag bill thing change. And why the heck am I paying land taxes on land that was given to me? And why have so many of our people lost lands that was given? You
That's
know,
right.
and so these are just one of the things that we're fighting for. Um, but again, this system, you know, they say that the system that is in place and broken is broken, but it is not. It is working the way it was designed to work.
You're
And
right.
that whole system needs to go. Okay,
Yes.
that whole system needs to go. And so, you know, right back to Aloha Aina and to the Lokahi, where we're fighting for the land, and we are Aina too. We are Aina too, and that's ultimately what that song talks about, is the overflow. This is where the sellout begins, you guys. This is where the
That's
sellout
right.
begins. And so, you know, a lot of what we're seeing in our communities is an overflow of man's heart. And so we have this elite people that are up there, they worship money and darkness. And, you know, if you guys want to just stay asleep, well, you're condoning it and you're saying it's okay. And this is just a kahea, a call for us all to stand up for your kids. These lands belong to our children and their children. And, you know, our ancestors that came before fought for us so that we
They
could
did.
have a home today. You know, we have Queen Liliuokalani, Haunani Trask, George Helm, so many of these amazing people that came before us. But I want to let you guys know it's our turn now. It's our turn now. So what are you doing? What are you doing for your ohana, for your community, for this island, and for this world? Huli the system.
Yeah.
Revolution, baby.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely. And that
time.
just starts even with just an email. So the email is in the description. And if you join standtogetherhawaii.com, standtogetherhawaii.com, just join the email list. I'm also going to put this on standtogetherhawaii.com/action. It's going to be on action. It'll be the first action that people can take. And all it does is it gives you a little blurb that you can copy and paste into your email. So you don't even have to think about what to write. You can actually use this, model it, change it however you want. And then the PDF, make sure that you include the PDF, because this PDF it's about over 40 pages of revisions from the actual general plan, what they want. Because if we do not speak up, and then I'm also going to send or share in the description the link of where you can go to speak, and share your testimony live in person, because we do have that opportunity as well through October. And that's really, really important for us all to be doing this right now, because Maka is so right when she says this is for your keiki. Because if you don't do this, they're going to be not living in a world where they can just go and jump into the ocean. Oh, that area is protected. You can't have any human use, at Honau now, or all these beautiful places
Right.
that we love around the island. Can you imagine that? Like that makes my stomach turn and makes me just breaks my heart around that. So I do want to share that. Anything else you want to share? And then I do want to share one more video that I think that everybody should watch. That's really important.
I'm
But
just
any other?
grateful. No, I'm just grateful for your work and for people like you that have the heart. And it just surpasses being native or not. This is standing up for what is absolutely right. And so I thank you. Michelle has done all the legwork, you guys. All we got to do is click and push a few buttons. Please make the time. Please make this happen. Please make your voice heard.
Amen to that. So I'm going to share a screen because I want to share. This is Rosa Corey, and Rosa Corey was a 30 years. She did die of cancer a number of years back. 30 years as the district branch chief as a California department in the California Department of Transportation. She's been a litigation and expert witness in land use and property evaluation. She accidentally, by divine guidance, found this plan that is in the Big Island planning department, as well as this plan is throughout the whole entire United States. She accidentally found this information, and she went around to all of the as many of the legislative bodies in the United States as she could before she died. And this is what she shared. Actually, I want to make sure my sound is on. Hold on one second. Sound, share sound. Okay, so here we go.
As Americans, you're going to find yourselves deeply at odds with and completely concerned by the agenda for the 21st century. And that is what it's called by the United Nations and the world. It's not Catch-22, it's not Area 51, it's Agenda 21, because it is the agenda for the 21st century. That is what it's called by the United Nations. It's a blueprint. It is the action plan to inventory and control all land, all water, all minerals, all plants, all animals, all construction, all information, all energy, all means of production, and all human beings in the world. It is a totally comprehensive plan. Yes, it's we'll just do what we can with the fabulous technology of our 21st century here. It is a transition from representative government. Now this is serious. It's a transition from representative government to government by unelected boards and commissions. It is truly an erection of a shadow government, of another layer of government, of a parallel government. This is what it is. It is an erasure of jurisdictional boundaries. It is a loss of private property rights, a loss of sovereignty, both personal, physical sovereignty, and physical sovereignty in terms of our nation. And it's a loss of our freedom. So of course.
So I just want to stop there because I wanted to share that not only to talk about the Hawaii general plan, because this is in the general plan. They have I had to change things, like they have they're going to collaborate with government, nonprofit, for-profit, and stakeholders. I added and farmers and homeowners, and then there was many places in the general plan where I had to add at the end, without, it says something like they're going to regulate, such and such, and I said without increasing fines, or permits. So I kept adding stuff like that without violating the Constitution, and I just kept adding this stuff in there. But I wanted to share that, not only to talk about the general plan, but also Maui, because there was a bill 3381 which was going to take the entire west coast of Maui. Now Lahaina is this little dot on Maui if you're looking at a map, but they were going to take the entire west coast of Maui and give it to one governing board. They're going to take it out of the Maui governance, and they were going to give it to 9 people that were elected by the governor first, and then they were going to be appointed by the governor, and then they were going to be elected. But that just says right there they were going to take the entire west coast of Maui, and it says to rebuild. In that bill it said to rebuild, but it didn't say to rebuild Lahaina. It just says to rebuild, and they're going to take the entire west coast of Maui and give it to 9 people to govern outside of the Maui governance board. So Maui people, you guys got to be looking at your general plan, as well as Oahu, Kauai. Look at your plan. For Big Island, I'm having the link in the description. Maka, I just want to say again, so much mahalo, because you are a real stand for the people. And any last things you want to share? And then let's do a prayer, because we are under God, not under this demonic government. And yeah.
Awesome. No, I'm just super grateful again. And, under God. And if we do not take back our governance, they will govern us. And we are a sovereign nation here.
Amen. Yes, absolutely. All right, we'll do a prayer. Infinite Creator, divine intelligence of all things, you are beating our hearts and you're breathing our bodies. You are running the tides in the ocean around the islands. You are running the sun across the sky. And just like you guide the honeybees to their next flower, you are guiding each one of us to our kuleana, to doing our kuleana. And I know, Great Spirit, that you always protect us. We are never, ever, ever alone. And we look at this plan and we say, no, we claim our freedom. We claim it now. And we bind all of those who who do not value human life, all of those who do not value freedom and peace on the planet, who do not value the rights of living men and women. We bind them with the blood of Jesus, who settled the contract of death. He settled that for us with his sacrifice. And we bind all negative beings that they can no longer harm these beautiful Hawaii lands. They can no longer harm the mainland. They can no longer harm Canada and Mexico. They can no longer harm Europe. They can no longer harm Ukraine and Russia and China, Australia, New Zealand. They can no longer harm this planet with the beautiful people on it, Great Spirit. We know that that is done. And when they say, you and what army, we know that we have trillions upon trillions upon trillions of angels backing us, and we don't even need them, Great Spirit, because we have you, and you are greater than any demon, any evil entity that is on this planet cannot stand. And Yeshua, we know that with his blood of sacrifice for that settlement of that contract of death, we have the power to call this forth. And we call forth freedom for all the Aina, for all the islands on all of Hawaii. We call forth freedom for this planet and for all people, that our keiki can move forward and live in a life of peace and of prosperity, where our communities thrive, where we support the Aina, where we have alternative economics, we have alternative money that we use for each other, where we share and we barter and we support each other because we love each other. And we call that forth now, that love is so much greater than fear. And we know that it is done. And we send Maka so much appreciation and so much support and so much love and so much protection for her journey, and knowing that her words and her music and her songs are getting out to the world right now, Great Spirit, changing the hearts of so many people, having them remember the feeling, or even if they've never known what the feeling of aloha is, that they have it touch their heart right now, Great Spirit. We know that that is done, and so it is. Whew. Mahalo,
Amen.
Maka. Thank you so
Beautiful. And
much.
you know, what a beautiful prayer, sis. And greater is he that lives in us than he that is in the world. And so the victory is already there. But the
Yes.
beautiful part is we get to work out our walk in our faith. And so, you know, God is the master plan, and he's connecting his people. And it's just been amazing, meeting Michelle, Rebecca, and all these other amazing people that have a heart for truth and justice and true freedom in the spirit. So thank you again. Mahalo.
I love it. Mahalo. Mahalo so much. And one last thing, you guys, if you haven't watched Maka's video on I and Aina are not for sale, I'm putting that in the description because it is amazing. And that'll just touch your heart and lift your spirit up so much. So please do watch that. All right, everyone. Aloha.
Aloha.